Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be doing my first update in the Partners in Cream project pan. First of all, if you are new, welcome. I certainly hope that you'll consider subscribing before you leave. And certainly if you enjoy this video or panning in general, I do hope that you will give it a thumbs up. But without further ado, let's talk about this project. So the Partners in Cream project pan is a project that was created by Steph Lyons and DaLin. They are both here on YouTube as well as over on Instagram. As always, I will make sure to have these two lovely ladies linked in the description box below, as well as information about everything that I'm panning, all of the rules regarding this project, what I'm wearing on my face, tons of information in that description box. So definitely make sure to check it out. This is a project that was created to specifically target cream and liquid makeup products within our collections. Those are the items that tend to go bad the most quickly, and if you're anything like me, they're also the items that you do not use as often as you should. So having a project specifically dedicated to them, for me at least, is very helpful. This is a project that was created last year and was revived here in 2021, and let's talk about what it is that I am working on. So I chose 6 products to focus on. So let's start with some of the items that I am actually wearing on my face today. The first of which is from Ilia. This is the Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment. It is a cream, well, actually I think it's closer to a liquid blush. I love this. I love this. It is so stinking pretty. It looks so just natural and just beautiful, beautiful on the skin. I've only used it twice since rolling it in, not because I don't love the product. I just spent, the last minute or so gushing about how beautiful it is. I am not accustomed to working with cream and liquid products, so I forget to do it at the right time. Usually I will put on my base products, so my foundation, concealers, all that kind of good stuff, and then I powder. And if I've powdered, then I really don't want to go in with a liquid blush. I haven't really tried it on powdered, on top of powdered skin, so I don't know how it performs, but usually by that step I'm like, I've got other blushes that I'm supposed to be panning. I'll just use one of those instead. So I do need to make more of a point to get more use out of this because it is my goal to use it up entirely. So I do want to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth out of it because it's a stunning, stunning product. The other item that I have from Ilia is this right here. This is just a deluxe sample size of the Liquid Light Serum Highlighter. This is in the shade Nova. And I have made a fair dent in this guy here. So all of that was completely full and it is now about a quarter of the way gone. I did use it a total of 11 times since rolling it in. Typically what I will do is I will either go in with it first and just massage it into my skin and then go over it with either foundation or concealer or whatever it is that I'm doing that day. Or I've also used it as a mix-in to my foundation and it has performed gorgeously every single time. This is a really, really nice product. I'll be honest, Ilia is a more expensive brand, but everything I've tried from them, I've absolutely loved. They just have really good quality products. So it is something that I would consider purchasing once I use up not just the sample size, but the other sample that I have. I probably won't get to that point anytime soon because I did just recently purchase from the Auric launch. I purchased one of the Glow Lust, I don't think it's a serum. What are you? What are you called? Radiant Luminizer. So it works in a very similar way to this here. So as beautiful as this is and as much as I really do love the product, I have a lot of liquid illuminators to get through, but once I have, that is something that is a strong contender for a repurchase in the full size because it is absolutely gorgeous. The next round of products that I have are the yeah, the next product that I have on my face is this right here. So this is from Colourpop. This is from their Villains collection. This is Mistress of All Evil Super Shock Shadow. Let's see, there we go. I know the holographic packaging makes it difficult to film. So it doesn't look like I have used it much, but I have. I've actually used this also 11 times since rolling it in. And I have to say, I don't love this highlighter. It is my goal to use it 50 times, and I am well on the way of doing that. This has a lot of glitter in it, and I'm personally not a fan of glittery highlights. If it was just the really just metallic, reflective, absolutely, from a distance, this is just beautiful. It is just beautiful, but when you get up close to it, there is a lot of glitter. If it was just the metallic sheen that you see from the distance, I would be so over the moon in love with this highlighter. The glitter though, I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. And especially because, you know, I am super affectionate with my children. So, you know, I go in and I like squeeze them real tight and they end up with highlighter on them, let's be honest. But this, like, the glitter will then transfer, and it's just not my favorite, unfortunately, which is a bummer because, like I said, the metallic, really wet sheen aspect of it is beautiful. Just, can we make it without the glitter? Colourpop, can you make it without the glitter? I would love it. The other item that I have on my face is this right here. This is my Brow Power brow pencil in Universal Taupe from It Cosmetics. I am a dork, and I did not actually measure it when I rolled it in, or when I introduced it into this project. So I don't have a line for the intro. I just have a line for this update, which is kind of obnoxious because I've been using it somewhat consistently. So this is what we have here. So I marked the base and then the progress line for right now. I did use this guy 13 times since introducing it into this project. I feel like that's pretty good, but I am now that much more interested to see what my project, or my progress rather, looks like, because it's my goal to use this up entirely. And Alex commented on my intro video. I'll have her linked in the description box below. She said that it took her all year to pan this. So now I'm scared. Now I'm scared. So I will definitely be very interested in March to see what kind of like progress as far as my lines go, because I think that will be very telling as to how achievable my goal is. I guess I was just feeling really cocky, I suppose, because I finished up 2 brow pencils last year, which for me is a record. I'm not really great at doing my brows. So when she put that comment on there, like, I felt my chest seize up. I was like, oh no. So I did use it, as I said, 13 times, and I will continue to mark my progress like a good girl, a good panner. I also have this right here. So this is my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade 07 Brandy. It is my goal to use this 30 times if I'm not mistaken. So I've used this 8 times. I don't have progress lines because I figured for a numeric goal I didn't really need progress lines, but if that's something you want to see, let me know. I really do enjoy this particular color, and I do like this formula. It's a very creamy formula, so I can use it like a lipstick, which honestly is something that I really like about lip pencils, is that I can put on just a really thin layer and it tends to hang around longer and transfer less than actual lipstick. So I've used this in conjunction with a lot of different products. I've used it on its own. I've used it with a lip gloss on top. I've used it with some of the lipsticks that I have in my Trash or Treasure project pan. So it's proven to be very versatile and I do enjoy it. So starting out with 8 uses I think is pretty good. And then the final product in this project comes to us from Colourpop as well. This is my Super Shock Shadow in the shade IRL, or in real life for us old folks. And it is my goal to hit pan We are not there yet, but we do have a nice dip going on, which is exciting. So I did use this 4 times in the past month, which honestly for me is pretty good because I am panning a whole bunch of eyeshadows. So incorporating this in 4 times means once a week, and that I feel like is a pretty strong showing for my usage there. So what are my predictions for next month? My predictions are that we're going to have another short update. I am nowhere near finishing the products that I want to finish in this project, and I set large enough number goals that I won't have hit any of those by next month. But as long as I can maintain the momentum and the progress that I have made so far, I feel like by March we'll have some new roll-ins, and that will be very, very exciting. No, March is the next update. I'm sorry, by the April update, I think that we'll have some new products rolling in, and that is very exciting. I love this project. I really like being able to really sort of stretch myself. I'm really focusing this year very heavily on getting outside of my comfort zone, using products that I don't usually use, using colors I don't usually use, using techniques that are not my tried and trues. So I really love that this project really falls in line with that and really helps me to kind of extend those ideas that I have for myself and for my channel, really. So if you are doing this project, I really hope that you will let me know how you're doing down in the comments below. I really love hearing from you guys and being able to have those conversations. It really is some of the best parts of my day, is getting to connect with you guys. So thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.